Hello, everyone. This is Tech Loving Mom Amanda. Today, I want to talk about the use of internet filters and parental controls in the home. Internet filters have been used for quite a few years in businesses and schools to filter the content coming through the Wi Fi networks. And now there are companies that have made that same type of technology available for use on home networks. If you have children at home, you really need some type of parental control on their devices or some type of network filter to help keep them safe. If you do a quick Google search, you can see all kinds of possibilities. I pulled up one from PC Mag, so let's have a look at that. PC Magazine has an article. This is from June 6th of this year, the best parental control software, and they've got them ranked. Let's look at a few of them here. The one that they are ranking the highest is Custodio. I've not ever used that one. The one I'm going to talk the most about is Amazon. You can buy on Amazon or at Best Buy. This is an appliance. It's called Circle with Disney. I've heard a lot of good things about MobiSit, but you need to look at a few things to make sure you get the right one for your situation. For instance, how many children do you need to cover and how many devices do you need to cover? So Custodio is a good one, but it covers 5 children with 5 devices. Whereas some of these over here, there is no limit. You can cover as many as you need to. Or like on this one, you can cover 5 children with unlimited devices. Also, look at, can you drill down to per user settings? Like if you have a really young child, can you set the settings one way? And then if you have a teenager, set them differently. So per user settings might be important for you. Content filtering is very important. There's one on here that doesn't do the content filtering, Kids Premiere. Filtering the HTTPS sites. The HTTPS sites are the secure sites, and most sites have moved towards HTTPS and away from HTTP, so that would be important as well. If you want to be able to schedule your network access, you might want to look at that. This one has says that Disney Circle doesn't do it, but it does, and I can show that to you in a little bit. And Disney Circle does not do social network monitoring, but it does allow you to turn it off to where they cannot use things like Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, things like that. You can turn them off. But if you do allow it, it does not monitor the social networks you might allow. And it's talking about remote management. It runs on an app. I don't have to be at home to control Disney Circle. I can be anywhere. So I'm not sure why it's got that either. But in any case, these are some of the best ones that are available now. And I just advise you to do your research and pick one of them. The one that my family picked was Circle with Disney. So that's the one that I'm going to talk about today. And the way that this one looks, my son calls it the square circle. It's a little square that it's an appliance, a device that you plug into your router. You plug it into power, and then you can plug it into the back of your router, and it will filter every single wireless device on your network. So that was very appealing to me. When my sons have friends over and come in and want to be on the Wi-Fi network with their device, as soon as we put them on our network, they are also filtered by Circle. So I found that to be an important thing. So I did a little video. So we're going to look at that video for just a minute so you can see what the app looks like. It's really, really simple to set up. You download the Circle app on either a phone or a tablet, and that's what you control it with. So you plug it into your router, and then for setup, it starts off with its own little hotspot. And after you download the app, you get in there and you go on the Circle's hotspot in order to join it to your network. So you would actually choose your network name and put the password in for Circle. And then once you have Circle on the same network, then you are ready to start setting it up. And basically, it just asks you questions. It asks you the names of all the people that use the devices in your house. And then it asks you to set up each device to assign it to the person that uses it the most. And so we're going to take a look at what the app looks like and the things that you can control with Circle. So this is a screen recording off of my iPad, and this is the app. This is what you look at when you first open it up. We're going to start up here with this hamburger menu up here in just a minute. But as you can see, I've got it divided up. A for Amanda, G for Greg. We have Jake's home devices, but he also has his phone. And that's what that Go is. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. But you click Add Profile, type their name in. You can add a photo, and you do that for each person until you have them all on there. Devices is simply a list of every single device that's on your network. You can click on one of them to get the MAC address if you need to match them up. But that's where they're all listed and who they're assigned to. The manage is where you can go in to look at your account. If you need to back up your Circle, reboot your Circle, reset your Circle, it's all under manage under the hamburger menu. So anytime you need that, that's where you find all of that stuff. The help file will actually take you out to help for Circle, and it has a lot of the popular topics. Tells you whether your router is compatible with Circle. You have all of these setup help files, getting started files, profile help, what kind of features you can use in Circle. There's Circle Go, that's the mobile one that you use for phones. So all of that can be found at support.meetcircle.com. There are user manuals online. So there's a whole lot of help for you, but honestly, it's very intuitive and very simple to set up. If we go back in the app, down here at the bottom, you have the Circle Go, and it shows you who you have on Circle Go. Now, Circle Go is separate. It's a separate cost. It's about $6 a month for up to 10 devices, so that when they're using data and not on your network, they are still covered. So to me, that $6 a month is worth it to have their cell phones also covered by the filter when they're not at home. So if we go back here, this other one over here on the corner that I just clicked, that's another list of all the devices. And if you have trouble figuring out which device is which, you can actually go on the device and go to mycircle.meetcircle.com, and it will tell you what that device's name are so you can match them up. Now let's go in and look at what you can do within them. We're going to go in this one right here. That one I've got boys PS4 because they share that one. So you can give them rewards, like if they run out of time that you have assigned, maybe you give them a time limit, or they want a later bedtime, you just click on the reward and then you can adjust it and send them a reward if you choose to use that. The pause button allows you to completely pause the internet. The devices, you click that, it just shows you what devices are there. Usage, how much time they spent by the day, the week, the month, and it tells you we're on fall break. And my boys have friends over, so they have been on Fortnite and PlayStation all day today. But you can look at the different things that they're on, and you can go back and look at particular days if you want to under the usage. So that helps you kind of track how much time they're spending on any certain app or website or whatever. All of that's under usage. And then you have your filter. Here's where you set up, are they a pre-K child, a kid, a teen, an adult, or maybe you don't want that device to have a filter. Then you can just scroll through here and you see all these different platforms, and you can decide if that platform is allowed or not allowed for that child. And it includes a lot of the social media as well, and we don't allow social media. I turned off the chats and forums, and on down here, I should have turned off the social media down here as well. So here you see right here, I'm going to turn that off and say not allowed. That was a mistake on my part. And some other things that I have not done. I'm going to turn on ad blocking, and I'm going to turn on safe search, and it covers Google and Bing and won't allow them to use Yahoo. I'm going to turn on YouTube restricted. The teen filter automatically filters out mature content, gambling, dating sites, things like that, but you can add websites in the custom filter to either allow or disallow. Now, you can set up bedtimes for them for when they have to go to bed and when they can wake up and start using the internet, and that will shut the internet off for you at that time. And you can have a weeknight setting and a weekend setting. Right now we're on fall break, so ours are late. And I don't have a time limit on theirs right now because they have friends over, but you can set time limits. Like I have you can set a 3 hour here for the whole thing, but then you can drill down into each of these different platforms and set time limits specific to the platform as well. So maybe we want to set a YouTube limit. Maybe we want to set a video limit. So you can set other limits within the different platforms as well. And when they hit these time limits, then the internet cuts off for those things. So that you just saw, it says the boys' PS4s reached their time limit because they've been on it for over 5 hours today. So I'll turn that back off since they're still playing it. But you also have the off time. If you want just time that the internet doesn't work, you can set that in that section. Set a start time and an end time, and it can be on specific days of the week. So you can use that as well if you want to, and that's separate from your bedtime. And then you have this bottom one, which is history. It will show you everything that they have visited, and the filtered ones shows you everything that was blocked. So this is where you'll want to go to see anything that was blocked from them. And I think the PS4 has Skype built into the Fortnite game or something that they've been using. You can edit these right within the history itself by looking at the website to see what it was that they're visiting or what was filtered. You can allow it. You can disallow it from right inside the history. Like you can set it as allowed if it's being filtered, but you think, oh, that's okay. They can see it. You can change it right there. So these are some of the things that you can do within Disney Circle. That bottom pause button, that pauses the entire internet for the whole entire house. So that's just another feature within Disney Circle. This has been a great device for us. I highly recommend it if you do not have a filter on your internet. Keep in mind that nothing is foolproof. It can miss things. The people out there that are trying to put this bad content in front of our children's eyes, they keep coming up with new ways to do that. So nothing is foolproof. But if you can stay on top of it and this device just gives you a little extra help, you need something. It doesn't have to be Disney Circle. Find something to use as a parental control or for filtering your internet. I think that is most important. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave those for me either on Facebook or on my blog. And if you don't like Facebook, I have several different ways that you can reach me. My blog is at techlovingmom.com. I have a Facebook page at techlovingmom. I have a Twitter account, loving_tech. I have an Instagram account, techlovingmom. I have a YouTube channel. If you search techlovingmom, you should find it. This video will be on there, and I just started a Pinterest as well under Tech Loving Mom. So I'd love to hear from you. Those of you out there that are following me, just keep sharing those posts and things to help me grow this blog. Thank you for your time.